Most of my life is in the ocean. It's a world of light and shadows.
α7S の超高感度が海中の世界に挑む。
How will the dynamic range and high sensitivity enable me to capture the world of underwater photography? I was so amazed. It captures the light within the darkness with rich gradation. And then I met the perfect subject. She swims like she was born in the sea. A miracle has happened in sunset. Light levels were quite low. The α7S captures rich images of her dancing with a group of dolphins. This is the photograph I wasn't able to create before.
フルサイズが新たな光の領域へ α7S。
Let's delve into the new world of light.
Sony。
Shooting with the α7S was amazing, actually. This camera was able to capture the subtle tones of the highlights glinting off her mask, and some little skin tones, and the shadow areas were beautifully rich, but not plugged up. They weren't muddy, and there was some subtle blues in the cave opening down deep. So I began to work it and use the rock formations as sort of a frame, an almost abstract looking frame to the sides, to the left of the frame and the top of the frame, and I was just so beautifully graceful in this setting that I didn't want it to end. I just kept shooting and shooting and shooting. She's very comfortable in the water. She's like a marine creature herself. She's very fluid and graceful in the water, and it was extremely easy working with her. There was no learning curve. I mean, from the moment we got in the water, we just sort of were in sync, and I think that is evident in the results that we were able to deliver. For example, one day late in the afternoon, about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we ran into a pod of dolphins where normally I probably would have just looked at them and said, well, that's nice, but I can't actually make pictures now. But with the α7S, I was able to still get in the water and make images that looked like it was, bright daytime, in the middle of the day, noontime or something. So I think that being able to do that gives you a lot more flexibility as a photographer and as a storyteller. And you can delve into environments within the sea that you wouldn't otherwise be able to photograph just because of the dynamic range of this camera. Well, I was able to realize by using the α7S that there's a whole new dimension to undersea photography. I think this camera is going to allow for the potential to get images that we never thought we could do before. We can work in times of the day when we never used to be able to work, and we can work in places in the ocean that we never thought we could before. Rather than needing a lot of bulky equipment, lights and strobes and so forth, I was able to work with just the camera itself and capture scenes that I didn't think were possible to capture in the past. I kept trying things that I was sure were gonna not work, that the highlights would be blown out or the shadows just would be all, dark. But the camera just kept performing. It sort of blew me away.